What is going on, y'all? Sea monkeys and non-sea monkeys alike. Can you guys hear me okay? I saw some of you talking to me in the chat, but I was already late going live. I will answer your questions or immediately forget them. No, this is not another new channel. I didn't even have a backup channel ready when my old one got nuked, and I most likely was not going to make another channel, but I saw Tommy saying that he had threatened me to take my channel down, or he was going to do it. That conversation never happened. So, yeah, I probably would not have made another channel except for maybe to watch with. But um, so okay, let me back up. I had actually made one just so I could watch, but I was not going to make any content. I wasn't really even planning on chatting. But once I had been sent screenshots of Tommy saying that he had threatened me, telling me to take my channel down, or he was going to drop some information, which he doesn't have anything, or he would have dropped it already. So yeah, that's the only reason why I started doing YouTube again. But no, I don't have any more channels related to this bullshit. I'll put it that way. All right, let's back up here. What's going on, Miss General Sea Monkey? Always a pleasure. What's going on, Tommy's probation officer, CP, and I? Title it penis poachers? We can consider that. What's going on, Christy? Yeah, you're welcome to come up here. What's going on, Nick? Who else do we have here? What's going on, Warbot? This is like the third time I've tried to give you a wrench. Hopefully it sticks this time. I'm sorry to hear about your car, though. What's going on, Section 15? Impeccable timing, of course. What's going on, Cat Eyes? What is up, Lisa? What's going on, Freya? Been a while. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is for this channel. I've had to try to hand people the wrenches back several times, and some people just not sticking. And for whatever reason, like I told some people to go leave a comment somewhere so I could wrench it from there, and like nobody that I tried to wrench from there, like just they just didn't get them. I don't know what the deal is. So I guess we will see. Oh, let's see. Of course, I really don't have a plan like usual, but there was a couple things I was going to talk about, and of course, as soon as I went live, I completely forgot what they are. But it'll come back to me. I'm going to blame the whole thing on Christy because she said she was coming up. I'm waiting. What's going on, Matt? And yeah, I still got that fucking head cold. So if I sound a little stranger than normal, that's why. Yeah, exactly. Fuck them. Like fucking it's all. When did I say it was your fault? Yeah, I know. I do take Ambien and forget shit. Like I have entire 2 hour long or longer conversations with people and then just don't remember it. Don't porn bomb me.
No, it's me. Hi.
What's going on?
Nothing. It's been a while since I've been up on your panel. I have a sore
I
throat,
noticed. Yeah.
but I do want to say something that it's funny for me. I don't know if you were at NTF's earlier, but
No.
okay, so TBS went up there. It was NTF, Junie, Bobby Joe, TBS, FCC, and Junie. Okay, and TBS showed some DMs from, I don't remember the month, but it was 2023 after Ed went to jail. So it was after June, if you know, you know. So it
Yeah.
was, yeah. So, anyways, TBS was showing and playing because there were some voice notes and shit. And I guess a lot of people hadn't listened to them. And the panel channel came in, and Dr. Jeff and Ivan Raids and Pat Kahn and others, I don't remember the others, they're irrelevant, saying like that's old, that's from 2023, because it was very telling that Nanya was being very nice to Ed. It was
Oh yeah.
obvious.
Her and Hoax Wars both were up there way more than I was. Like after the first shit, before we actually saw proof, they were up there, uh, yucking it up with Ed a lot more than I ever was. So yeah.
Yeah, but those were DMs between Nanya and Edward. And Nanya was telling him, like, I wish I could say that you're innocent, and like talking, you know, he played all those voice recordings. TBS did. And anyways, the panel channel, that's why I'm up here. The panel channel said something very interesting. And I do want to mention the panel channel because I don't care about Pat Con and Dr. Jeff. Like, I really thought that the panel channel was legit before, because that person dragged whatever side. It didn't even matter. And it was fair, in my opinion, at that time. But recently, she has said that she's an Onion-ite. So, okay, she can stay there. She lost all
She
credibility, in my
she's always
opinion.
been a flip. She's always been a flip flopper though.
But it's very obvious now. So, anyway, she said that in chat that, like, why are you playing this TBS? It's from 2023. So, my point is, Nanya is live right now playing videos, restreaming Edward from 2023. And the panel channel is right there. So why
Hmm.
isn't that person saying the same shit to Nanya?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's
this
fun.
this stuff's already been, you know, they're just they're just full of shit and trying to cover their asses.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it just because, like,
It's me.
I know that they don't care and they're gonna laugh. I just wanted to point it out because it's obvious. Like, people that were at TF said, or listening to Nanya, know that I'm saying the truth, and I don't care. And they're also gonna say that I'm drunk because of how I sound, but I am taking medicine and I am sick. That's why I have not been paddling. And but I did want to say that because it's funny. Hi, Junie.
Hi. Hi, folks. I just needed somewhere to hang
What's
out.
going on? Oh, you're
Not
cool.
much. Not much.
Hey,
Had
hey,
fun
Shauna, what's
today.
up?
That was a good stream. I'm not gonna lie.
NTFs?
Are you talking about TPC,
T, the
the
panel.
panel channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see her over there coping.
I'm not there, but
Well, I'm not there now,
yesterday,
but
no, but hold on. It's gonna be funny because I clicked on it and I was looking at myself because I'm on that stream from 2023 that she's playing.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I look so cute. When was that? And then I saw like December 2023, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, oh, I'm old now.
Yeah, it's more than a year ago, people. Yeah. And I had my Predator Poachers hoodie on. Yeah.
I just found my Tikoi t-shirt. It was like in a pile of in a bag of clean laundry that it was just sitting here.
But anyways, so why are you live, Bill? What's happening?
Why am I alive? Oh, because
No,
the
not
doctors
Not
fucked up and
alive,
actually
not
saved me.
alive. No, not breathing like live on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, why are you
I don't
breathing
know.
live on YouTube?
I didn't really have a reason. I just said, fuck it, I'm going live.
Oh, okay.
What's
Christy,
up,
guess
Control?
what?
What, Uni?
You know how you've been like you've asked me in the past, and I just haven't been in the right headspace to do a tarot reading. Well, I ordered new cards because the old cards are still sitting with Zippy's numbers in them from that way back stream I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered a new set that's English and Spanish, both, so that I can do your reading and it will make more sense.
Yay! Can you do it to me? Not here,
Not right
not
now
now.
because I haven't got them yet, but I
No,
ordered
no, no,
them.
no, no. I know, but when you get them.
Yeah, that's why I ordered the Spanish English ones.
Ooh, cool.
Because you've
What
been
You guys
asking.
heard it. Christy just asked Junie to do it to her, and I'm here for it.
And I'm gonna give it to her too.
Give it to me, baby.
Bet you are.
Hey, Bill, did you know that Blazin, I think like she has cameras on me, or she sleeps with me or takes showers? I don't know. But supposedly she found out yesterday and told me that I have hairy armpits.
How dare you not shave them pits?
I do. I
I
do
said
have
pits,
hairy
not tits, folks.
Yeah.
Well,
Like she was,
that's kind of disturbing.
yeah, she was
Weird,
pressed
isn't
yesterday and
it
she said like,
bizarre?
you have hairy armpits. Like, what?
I've never seen hair in your armpits as many times as I've seen you in a tank top or a tank dress putting your hair up in a ponytail. Never. And I've seen your armpits a billion times at this point. I've never seen hair up in there.
I do have L boobs,
You do have L boobs.
but
We
not
all have
yet.
L boobs.
Yeah.
Mine are a little pointy, I guess, because my forearms are skinny, but the rest aren't. I really have, I don't know. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
So when you think like nothing else could be said about you, it can happen. I have hairy armpits, and then Tele came back and said that I have a hairy back too.
Oh, I need to get the clippers out.
Yeah, I have
Hey.
lots to do in the shower.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Nick?
Blazin's another flip-flopping psycho. Like 1 minute she's on somebody's side, the other minute
No,
she's not.
This is the thing about Blazin that I've learned from like 90% of that entire group over there.
Hi,
That
Freya.
she's on her side. She is only strictly there to get as much information as she can so she can dox you and your whole entire fucking family. And that's what she does. And then she goes up on other people's panels and tells other people how they should behave. And you shouldn't be doxing kids. And you shouldn't be talking about family. And you and you and you and you. But if you go to this woman's channel, it's all she does. It's insanity to me.
Well,
she's not well. And she, like, I know people say that about me. I'm good. I take a break. I'm fine. I come back. I'm fine. I spurg now and again. Who gives a fuck, right? But this woman, like, I've never been hospitalized. Did I have to get a little more anxiety med at one point? Yeah, because I was, and fuck fucking don't like John Gotti whatsoever. But even he said he had zero reason to come after me and put me through all the shit that he did. So it just was a little bit of validation. I mean, he and I will never be cool, ever, ever. But it was like, thank
I
God
told
you
him,
fucking said that out loud publicly on a panel, because I've been saying it for over a year. And it was all because I was in a chat of Cameron's. And so, boom, you're a target. So is your entire
I
family,
don't,
because there's nothing negative in your file.
I don't understand how why people are being buddy with him now, or even
I don't
just
either.
being cordial.
But
He tried
I
to
think,
come in here. I think it was my last live room. Before that, I told him to get the fuck out.
yeah. And when he said it, when he apologized and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, we're not cool. We'll never be cool. I mean, I'm up here and being respectful out of respect for the rest of the panel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to say it without, like, I wasn't intense like I am right now. Like, I just was like, no, we're not cool, bro. Like, it is what I didn't spurg. And I had, like, that panel was very enlightening. It just goes to show how much I wasn't involved in paying attention to the other extra shit, like the Nunya Ed DMs. I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me question, like, so much more, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Nunya and Ed. I thought like this has already been shown before. Nunya and
And
Ed
it
had
was,
this
but
whole
I didn't pay
thing
attention
going
to
on.
any of that shit.
Yeah.
They had this
I
whole thing going on where they're like, if you leave me alone, she said, if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. They had this whole
Yeah, and see,
fucking backdoor deal going on.
yep.
and it was, that's how little, like, people think I'm all up in the business. No, that's how little I really paid attention. Like, I have my issues with certain people. You and Christy can vouch for me, because I talked to her. We've talked since we became friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's the deal. We got rid of the chomo that was hanging out over here. They didn't do that.
Right.
They had been trying. If they had the ability, it would have been done. We got rid of them.
And as I
They
and I
needed
said it
they need to get
earlier.
rid
They're
of
over
their
there
chomos now
protecting
that they've got
chomos
hanging
is
out.
what they do. They
Yeah.
tell chomos how to
Exactly.
get out of trouble. Like, I couldn't believe she was telling Ed, like, how to, like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No.
telling
Yeah.
people how to get out. She did the same thing with Brandon. Oh, you should probably be quiet and not say anything. Like,
Yep.
bitch. And she
With
buddy with Clown.
Brandon. With
She's got,
Brandon.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. With
Yeah.
Brandon, she did that. And now we know she was backdoor trying to teach Ed how to not get caught. And she did it to Brandon, and she, you know, what's the word? Goddamn, just smothers Clown with, like, God, how dare you? Clown's perfect. Get out of here. You're insane if you think that any of
And
that behavior is normal.
and as I said in chat at NTFs, like, we don't talk. We can go on in our lives on
Yeah.
YouTube, paneling and chatting and talking shit about each other or whatever that's going on at the time, without mentioning Ed.
Right. They're the ones
He
that are
does
keeping him
not. He does
relevant.
not exist in my life anymore. And
Nor
I
mine.
exactly. But where is Nanya right now? Restreaming
Ed.
stream. Yeah. Yeah. So who brings Ed up every single time? They do.
They do. Or Mitch does.
She
Because
must
I don't know if
she must
Mitch is
have a
in the day. I don't know. Mitch is all over. But Mitch brings him up all the time too. And it's like, he's gone. If he's watching, there's nothing any of us can do. Nothing. It's YouTube. It's a public platform. Stop
Mitch is
talking about him, because he's
sus as
just sitting
fuck
back,
too.
probably getting high, saying, they're still talking about me. Like, stop.
Mm. I don't care.
Like, we're not Advidians. We're fucking human beings that think for ourselves. We've all admitted, oh my God, that's fucked up. We really, and everything she said to him, like, oh, I really hope that you're not, blah, blah, blah. That's what we were hoping as his actual, like, not, I want to say friends, because we weren't tight like that, but, you know, acquaintances, I guess is the best way to put it. But we were all hoping it wasn't true. And then, yeah, when he went to jail for the drugs, we all were like, okay, it's closed. No one knew that there was a whole nother case. Even though they kept saying it, they didn't drop the information. So, you know, I'm not going to be held accountable for something some scumbag did, period. I didn't do it. I was there to chat with my peoples like Christy and Bill and all people in the chat, you know, it was a chatting place for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's disappointing and disgusting and all of the things to have to even know what we now know.
Yeah, and these assholes that are actually happy about it. I mean,
Right.
that's sus to me also. I mean,
Why
they're
are you
happy about
happy? That
some
means kids
fucked
were
up things that
hurt.
happen to little kids.
Yeah, why are you so thrilled and patting yourselves on the fucking back? This isn't good news. Kids were
No.
actually harmed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bullshit that he's not in prison.
Agree.
It
I
is
agree.
totally.
I mean, whether they were just trading or whatever the fuck it was, there's no excuse. None. Ever. And they all want to be like, oh, they protect chomos. No, you have like at least one in your chat every single day. At least one. At least
Yeah.
one.
Well, as I said earlier, again, they're not Nanyanites anymore. They're CPPs, cunt predator protectors.
And that's
CPP.
what it really is. It's
Chomo
just an
pussy
extension of the
protector.
Kool-Aid is what it really is.
Yep. And that's why, like, I felt like NTFs was really good because, you know, like I was just saying, like, there was people, like, did I take a deep breath when Tommy Boy came up because I was expecting a lashing? Yes, but I didn't get one. It was a good, like, and that doesn't mean we're friends, right? That doesn't mean anything. It just means I didn't get one. I'm not reading into it for, you know, it was a good conversation with everyone, no matter who had a bigger part in the conversation or not. It was eye-opening. Even, I mean, I couldn't believe like it could get worse. And I guess it's just, you know, I didn't know about all that shit because like I didn't listen to no jail calls. I didn't want to know any of that's none of my business. Those are people's private phone calls. You know, and all the doxing she didn't do, it was the calls that like I'm gonna spurg. I better chill out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna spurg.
She's used to just dealing with the morons
Yeah.
that
Yes,
hang
people.
out with her. There's 4 or 5 of them, and that's who she's really talking to.
I think
They don't even
were
really
counting.
believe it.
I've been trying to count, and I would say there's a solid 10 to 15 people that yes her up and up one side and down the other every day, all day long. I know it sounds like a lot, but when I started like literally counting the people, it's about 10 to 15. So, okay, you're not winning. That means you have 10 to 15 people chatting. You have everyone else blocked and they're hate watching you. That's not a win. I know people see it that way, but it's not. I don't even hate watch her.
No, I don't
I
either.
don't give her that
I'm not.
satisfaction of that view. But I do kind of want to see if she restreams and whoa, I almost insulted NTF. I do want to see if she restreams NTFs from today because she was absolutely destroyed. Yeah, she's gonna coach so
doing
hard.
a December 30th, 2023 stream now.
Yeah, I went in there and I saw like her chat had like she had 82 people in there and there was literally like 7 people chatting.
I don't know.
Because everyone expected her to go live after NTFs today. Because she was obliterated, and I'll say it.
NTFs was interesting and fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought that it was going to end quickly, and then Bobby Joe came up, and then you
And I
came.
went up.
Yeah, and then who else? TBS
Gotti.
and FCC. Oh, Gotti, FCC, and then Billy.
Yep.
And yeah, it was different.
More people, I think more people, including myself, have an even better understanding of the manipulation tactics that Nunya uses on the absolute regular basis.
Well, I mean that's the thing though is people don't really fall for it. It's just the 5 or 6 people that chat in
right.
there, and that's all she from what I've seen over the last I don't know year or so. That's all she
Build
has
that.
chat is like 5 or 6 people. Those are the
Yeah.
only people that she's talking to.
Yeah. And to why, you build a fake, I won't call it a fake LLC. They made an LLC, but for nefarious a way to bring in money without getting, I don't know. I think it was a way to hide her grips, to be fair. That didn't work out. Would they get 6 episodes of a podcast? I didn't even listen to anyone. Did anybody else? And then she went,
Podcast. I don't know anything about that.
yeah, oh yeah, they did a not so commonly common podcast. It's on like Apple, it's like Spotify, it's like on those platforms. I have no idea what it is. It's probably all the same shit, And then they didn't do anything else. And then she left the funner side of life for the darker side of life. And I mean, slowly, yeah, she still got her people in the background, but everything changed. She went from trying to do fun content to just being an asshole and to like divide and conquer and destroy like everyone's relationships.
Well, it's the only way she could get attention. I wonder.
Vic, I called her out on an NTF stream, wasn't 20 months ago. She hasn't been around 20 months, has she? March 2023? No.
Who?
Oh yeah, 24 months. She's been around about 23 months, Nanya.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but Vic, back in the first couple months she was around, people did not, no one really, we didn't know she was the way she was yet. We were all like, oh, cool. This is fun karaoke. It was another place where the majority of us who already hung out in these spaces could go and have more fun. And that changed fast.
Now that you're saying that, Junie, it all came back to me because, of course, I was going through my medication, drunkenness, separation, divorce, everything when that happened last summer. Well, that summer. And
Summers ago, yeah.
yeah, so now I get it. Like, I was karaokeing with her on Fridays, remember?
Yeah.
And we were all nice and shit. And then after, well, while Ed was in jail, she started dragging me because I was a pred word at whatever, at Vivian,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And but hold on, those DMs that TBS showed were after the fact.
Yeah, that was after
And
he was
I
in jail.
got because I was Ed's, like, not friend, because I was
Right.
never, people don't get it. They think that we DM'd every single
Yeah, they
day.
think we all did. They think we all were like in this secret, super
And
nefarious little constant.
I don't give a fuck. They can believe
Right.
what they want to.
Exactly.
But that is proof that she dragged me. I'm talking about myself after the fact that he was in jail and she had those DMs with him.
It was after he got out of jail and after she released the jail note and after she released the calls.
Yes, yeah, because they were talking about his mother in that call, and that happened a stream after my call was played. I remember that. I do remember that. So I do want to make up like a little parenthesis. Bill, can I drop a link? Alex has a new branch. It's PP Long Island.
Yeah.
They had a new branch.
Bravo, New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Long Island and the city should be its own little entity, but hey, go get them.
It's their second catch. So I just dropped the link. If anyone wants to go and watch it and hit the like.
Oh, that's Vic. I'm like, who else is here?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
I just came up to say that I remember it was like springtime or summertime, and I knew about her through her karaoke. And while she was doing that, I found out other things of a TikTok and other things that she was connected to that she said, and you know, that she liked drama.
Clearly.
Okay.
Oh.
And I remember that, it was there. They found pictures and stuff, but I called and me and FCC was getting mad. FCC went by Mandingo, and
Yep.
we would troll each other before her live of her karaoke would start. Okay, and this is back right before she started making fun of the young man that died in the fire, Kurt.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what that Friday night before all that shit happened. That Friday was the Friday I was getting the confidence. I was like, I'm gonna do this. Everybody's having fun. Chrissy's having fun. FCC's having fun. Everybody's singing karaoke. I should not have the confidence. Why not go do it? And I was all ready. And then they did Kurt dirty like that and continued. And that was it for me. Like, kind of like I say, when I came into the community and I put Tommy's name into the search bar YouTube, and the first thing that came up was the fake 501c3.
Correct.
So
Well, see, there was tattletale signs. I knew about Nanya when she first came in the community. I had told people before they even got to know her, I said, there's something in her past that has made her this way, because that personality that she has, narcissistic, and there's other traits there also, and there's triad.
It's called fetal alcohol syndrome.
Well,
I mean,
it could have been that too, but I'm just saying that she's a very, very toxic lady.
Clearly.
And I seen that and I called her out. And at the same time, I called Calp out. Yeah. And,
and then I called her out that summer
yeah.
too. It wasn't long. I don't remember you doing it, but I know
it
was
wasn't
around
last
that time.
summer.
No, NTF came around in September of 23, I think. October or September. And I don't know how long after it was, but
right. Well, this was around the same time.
And let me say what I had to say, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't stand you. You're rotten to people. You did Kurt dirty. You're condescending, narcissistic, I went through all of everything.
Yes.
I just let her have it, and she's had my name in her mouth ever since.
Yeah.
Sorry,
way back when she was starting to get off from the karaoke into the drama stuff, she hit me up. She's like, somebody told me that you said I'm about the drama. And I'm like, because you are.
Exactly.
And I'm like, it's probably the same people that are telling me the shit that you're saying is how I know.
Right.
And
right.
I posted these DMs on my old channel before, but she said that she went through all of our DMs on one of her live streams. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I would bet she only showed the DMs from, because I have 2 Instagram accounts, and I would bet she only showed the DMs from the one account and not the other.
Right. It's shady, sneaky, snaky shit. It's all manipulation. Even just now, not now, but before I came in, I had popped in there to see what's going on right quick. And she stopped and she's like, oh, by the way, guys, she definitely watched the stream. And Nanya watched NTF stream from today, because she's like, oh, by the way, guys, in a very condescending tone, I ruined this place. I destroyed everything and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, bitch, you did. You did.
Yep.
I hope you feel good about yourself. And she does. That's the sick part.
The thing is, though, it's being rebuilt. There are people that left 2 years ago that are starting to come back now under different accounts. But
exactly,
we are rebuilding it, but we're doing it in a way that doesn't include them. So I mean, they can have their little bullshit thing that will never go anywhere.
Right.
We'll just keep going without them.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna give them power at all.
Yeah, I don't understand why I'm not even subbed. to any of them. Just why even fucking
I'm not
watch them?
subbed either, but like if I'm usually not curious, but today I'm definitely curious. I know she's gonna get to today's stream at some point, and it's gonna
Well,
be fun
I
to watch
know
her.
how it
It's
is.
gonna be fun to
People
watch her
like
try
to
to cope
send you
out of it.
stuff and whatever, but
Mm-hmm. She's definitely gonna have to, or she's definitely going to be trying to cope out of it, and there's no coping out of it anymore. I think people know, and the people that yes her, they're always going to yes her. That solid little group she's got, good for her. Glad you found your people, but we see you. We all see you for who you are. Some of us have seen you for who you are longer than others. You know, everybody has to learn at their own pace, right? No different than I had to like stop letting people get to me here and just woosah and chill the fuck out. Yeah, she's. There's so many things I want to say. But I'm not. It's not. I'm not afraid to say them. It's just not necessary. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's aggravating for those of us that have been screaming about it for a year and a half. And
Facts.
but see, people have short memories though. Like all the stuff we're talking about, the DMs between her and Ed, this shit's all been shown before, but it seems like nobody remembers.
Oh, well,
What's
I
going on,
know I
Mr.
didn't
Evans?
see it. I know I didn't see it because I didn't watch her. Like I didn't. So I didn't know any of that stuff was released. Like I really was not as connected as it seemed. I would go
No,
into
but
chats and not even listen to really what was being said on panel. I would be more involved in the chat, just talking to people. And yeah,
she didn't play those, of course not.
no.
I
No,
don't know
she
where
didn't. But
I listened to them, but this was the second time. I heard them before.
Yeah. See, I didn't, but that's okay. I mean, it only solidified what I already knew, you know, what I've known since the day it takes a lot of nerve to be an asshole and feel entitled to some sort of respect because your friend thinks she's the reason that a disabled man got a wheelchair. Go fuck yourself. Because the only person that's responsible for getting Kurt that wheelchair, it's not PH Cry, it's not Nunya, it's nobody but Rhino Girl. And it's always been that, and it will always be that. And if Rhino Girl had an issue, she would have said something long ago. Maybe they could go to the house and help Justine dig it out for them. Fucking scumbags.
what PHI took credit for Kurt getting his wheelchair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
And
of
she
course
just,
not.
And
it
who
was
made
just,
that video of Kurt? There's a video that somebody made.
Nunya.
Like he was sitting in a wheelchair and sitting on a flying carpet.
Oh, that was that Haystack sending Kurt around the world in his wheelchair?
Yeah.
They were doing all kinds of
Yeah.
shady
That was
shit. It's like, are you
that was
fucking
around the same time that I quit following Haystack. You know, I don't watch anything
Yeah,
of his.
I
I
stopped.
One
don't
time he was
I
okay.
never
Haystack.
followed him. But when he did the Christy diss track with PHI and all the grimy shit she said about Christy, that I never wanted to I never looked at the page again.
Hey, that's the most watched video. I need like some money.
You should get some compensation for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Yeah, and it happened
You
here
and
at
I both got the fuck your whole family treatment from PHI.
everything happened here is at pulling the strings.
You and I both got the go fuck your whole family. Like she said all that shit to you, and then months later she's like, "Fuck you, Junie," and "Fuck, I don't give a fuck about your niece and your fuck your daddy, fuck your mama," and she went through my whole like lineage.
Yeah, but see, if I did that, she'd send the police over to my house.
Facts.
Yeah, with all of them. Cat
Exactly.
greed.
Swatted the fuck up.
Yeah.
And after the fact that she said all those things to me, and Haystack made the video, I was still worried that she was driving like a crazy woman and wanted to like get help for her, but she translated it to getting swatted.
I know.
Um,
I was there. I know that that's not why you asked. Everybody was genuinely concerned about this woman, even the people that didn't fucking like her.
as a human, even
Yeah.
though I have not liked her ever since, but like I don't want
But
other
see, they
people
don't
to
get that
get
over there
killed.
because not a single one of them is a act. They're like fucking aliens. They're not human beings. They have no actual hearts. They don't think before they speak. They don't
Whereas
care that
Ryan right now that is still driving because he
they
didn't have
both
a
at this point
seizure.
they're both like bullets, like speeding bullets on the road, ready to just take out the next person because of a medical episode.
Yeah. Yes, Bill
That's
Evans.
that's what Ryan doesn't understand, nor does he care that in at least in God damn it, somebody's got an echo.
It's
I
Vic.
can't think.
I think it's Vic.
Yeah, it's Vic.
Um, hey Vic, do me a favor, and when you're not speaking, you can speak all you want. Just mute when you're not speaking because that
I'm not
echo's
saying
killing me.
anything, bro. I'm staying quiet. Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
I know you're not
It's
saying
okay.
anything. I'm just saying that there, when you're not speaking, there you go. There, that echo's killing me. Speak all you want. Just mute when you're not speaking. Um,
I can't
like
hear it.
Ryan doesn't get or he'll think it won't happen to him, but if you know you have a medical emergency and you drive and you have an accident and kill somebody or injure somebody because
And
of that medical emergency,
you go to
you can
jail.
still go to jail for manslaughter. It's just like drunk driving. If you
Yeah, and
drink and
it's
get behind
not
the wheel and hurt somebody,
what's the term I'm trying to think of?
And I get the point, the part where he says that he had his license. He got his license again after he had been like free from seizures. I don't know from how long. And he got his license back and the car and he's driving. And now he had a medical issue. I'm not gonna say seizure, but a
Episode,
medical
he
issue
said.
episode, yeah. So it would be like an adult thing, in my opinion, to like ask, can I still drive people? Like go to the DMV or ask your doctor or whatever. Can I still drive? He has not said that he has done that. He just drives. And no, thank God he's not near me because he's like he's driving using like a weapon, You don't know if he's gonna have another medical episode again.
yeah, if he hits a bus full of kids, I wonder what his excuse will be then.
And the people in chat rooting for him, saying like, yeah, fuck those people that are saying that you shouldn't drive. Let's see how it happens and what they think after the fact. And it's not because
Yeah,
I don't like Ryan. Of course, I don't like Ryan. I don't. But it's not. Like I could care less if he's happy or not happy. Like my life still goes on. It's not that. It's that I'm seeing that he's having a medical episode live on his channel, and he's still driving. Like, how can anyone explain it differently? You know?
see, he already totaled a car out a few years ago. Now he gave different accounts as to why it happened. So, but one of the things was is that he had a seizure behind the wheel, and then when I called him out on that, then he changed the story to something else, and so I don't know what the real cause was, but originally, because see, if anybody remembers, the only person he talked to about it was Jeff of all people. So, and of course, he went live. He's like, "Well, I can't tell any details," which I tease people like that too, right? We all know that. But then he ended up fucking like giving it all away, and then denied saying it later. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but It was right. It was shortly after Jeff had joined Ryan. Became
Oh, yeah, at the beginning.
yeah, when him and Ryan were a team or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. Those catches, like, was it like three? Were funny. They were funny. Like,
They were pathetic. Yeah,
well, yeah. Like, one, we got the socks, those white socks, because the dude ran and they only got the socks. And then the other one lasted for an eternity and the cops never showed up. Yeah.
yeah. I watched those, and like Ryan's got the pred doesn't even really understand that he's being caught because Ryan's asking the dumbest fucking questions that are like his whole chat's like, dude, fucking ask him this, ask him that, and he's just asking the dumbest shit. So the pred's so fucking confused, he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, true. And again, it's not because I don't like Ryan. In fact, I did like him at some point, but I did think that he was like very immature and childish. I think the same now, but I add more things to it. He's not he no, he's not a good catcher. And he will not be a good catcher. He has no character at all. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, anytime a pred gets exposed, it's a good thing, even if it's a shitty catch. Uh, but it, how are we supposed to be able to trust that his chat logs are tight when he won't show anybody? And like, we know how dumb he is. How do we know that this guy even? How do we know that Ryan even age dropped, or how do we know he age dropped at the right time? You know what I mean? I just don't trust that he's doing it right. He doesn't do it right in front of the camera, so why should we believe that he decoys right?
True. I do think, and I have to say this, that I do not think that he's like malicious or evil. I just think he's dumb.
Oh, I disagree. I think he's all of the above.
Really?
Yeah,
I see him like as a child, like a 10-year-old, like that.
but he's not. But he's not. He's he's got the common sense of a 10-year-old and the physicalities of a 10-year-old, but he's damn near 30, if not 30 already.
Well, yeah, I know his age, but like I
And
think
I've known some evil 10-year-olds.
that's true also. Yeah, that's why I say that he's not a good catcher, and he won't be a good catcher. And I'm sorry.
I mean, look, being ugly and nasty looking and just looking evil. It's harder for people to get away with it when they look like the part. The people that it's and I hate to use women as an example, but it's true. It's the really beautiful women that have the easiest time getting over on guys, is because people will look past they will just be more inclined to look at the beautiful part and kind of give a little more leeway on the evil stuff until it's too late. You know, sin is not ugly, and evil is not ugly on the surface either. That's how people get away with it.
And then yesterday he went live. I I saw that he went live. I did not watch it, but I don't know what his relationship at this point is with Alex at this point. But like I've been following Alex since 20 late 2022 and other catchers. I got here on 2022 to this fucking part. Um, and I do follow a lot of catchers. And yesterday, when Ryan went live, Alex was live on Locals, and I don't know if people here in chat were on Locals watching it, but Alex got the worst chomo ever. Like, ever. Any catcher at like any year, he got the worst one. And Ryan was live sitting in his car saying that he was gonna raise his hands if he got swatted because he was driving again and blah blah blah. Like, what?
I had no
Oh,
intentions
Bill,
of ever.
I would not trust my life with it. With
No.
I don't doubt that he did a good job, but it's not that difficult to hold a plane, steady once you know how.
And you're up
But
there and you have help.
I would not trust my life with Ryan.
Oh, Bill Evans, take Alex. And I know you're there because I see you.
Wait, what?
And then they rented,
I have CC.
Alex rented an Airbnb to catch this guy from yesterday, mac and cheese guy. It's worth the monthly payment, people. And they got an Airbnb. And he posted today that the owner of that Airbnb told Alex that they're welcome back anytime for free, and that they have Ring cameras on, so they're like jumping in the catching thing. They're loving it, and law enforcement was very nice also. I don't want to talk a lot about the catch from yesterday because you all need to go watch it on Locals. Pay $7, people.
Yeah, Alex does catch. I mean, he goes all over the country. He does catch the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he does. He's an asshole sometimes. He's racist sometimes. But I love him anyways.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's an asshole, but he's a damn good catcher.
Yeah, of course. It's like you put the good and the bad, and you go with the good. He will for
And they don't just catch and run. They actually see it through and get people convicted, which I also respect.
mm-hmm. And last trip was like 2 weeks ago. Uh, they catched a guy that they had been chatting with since
I'll be right back.
2021. Okay, like we're in 2025, people. It's not like they get grinder people like Rami or local people like Tommy. No, they do their shit perfectly.
Well, and I don't. Alex has caught a lot of people off a grinder. I don't know what apps he's using now, but um, that's the thing about grinder is it's just and predators are on on every platform. They're on every app. They're in every game. Like they're just everywhere. But places like Grinder is it's like it's set up for sex. So
Mm-hmm.
naturally, there's going to be more. There's going to be a higher concentration on Grinder, or
Yeah,
anything like that.
yeah, but he goes for like the CP, not the actual uh, confrontation where they were gonna meet up for, sex. But everything that's beforehand that they investigate. And I know people in chat that Alex isn't racist. He has Pablo, Alfredo, and Jesus. Like, it was just a joke. He's not racist. I know that. Oh God, Anthony's here. He's a hater.
Oh, he's definitely racist and gay.
Very much so. And I didn't know that
That's a
Alex had a girlfriend, and he's very much in love, people. And I'm very happy for him.
You
I
didn't know
watched,
Alex had a girlfriend?
I didn't. I watched an interview that he did, like on a podcast with two dudes, and he talked about that. And I'm so happy for him. I didn't know.
Well, no, he definitely is still doing two dudes at a time, but he's had a girlfriend. Well, I guess I don't know for sure it's the same girlfriend, but um, yeah, she's not white either. If it's the same girl,
I have no idea. He didn't mention not names nor anything. No. But he deserves to be happy. And I don't know. I'm a groupie, I think. I do like Alex very much. Well, Christy laid off Alex. What? He could be my son. I have a 24-year-old son. Oh my God. Bill, can you check um, private chat?
yeah,
Yeah, like an hour ago.
yeah, I answered you.
No. Oh, sorry. You did. Okay, whatever. You know now, so I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah, yeah, no, I've known about it for uh, a little while, but it's just like it's pretty much out. I'm just kind of waiting for
Yeah.
the go ahead to be able to talk about it live, and I've
I know.
not.
Yes, that it's killing me, but I can't. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. When that person says it's okay, then I'm gonna run
Uh,
my freaking mouth about it.
yep. Yep. Junie, are you awake? Junie.
I think we lost her.
And I thought I was gonna stay here for like 5 minutes because I just wanted to make fun of the panel channel that was trying to drag NTF and TBS playing a 2023 DM shit, and Nanya is over there doing the same thing, but she's not being called out. So that was my point. Yes, Bill Evans, thank you. And I cannot say anything because uh, for the two people that I do translate at the moment, like since, I don't know, 18 months ago till now, they're going through, they don't do it live, that's one. And two, if they don't post it on YouTube, I cannot say anything. So if you see it live while it's happening, you get to like listen to me. But if not, you have to wait till it's posted. And I cannot say anything, but I do translate still. And I have had 3 people deported. And I'm
Really?
happy.
Hey, you
Yes.
know what? I don't know if they're going through with it, but they were talking about giving like a $750 bounty on anybody that you turned in to have deported, and I think that would be the perfect way to make some extra money is to have Chomos deported.
Imagine that. That's a lot in pesos for me.
Hell yeah. Maybe you could get some razor blades to shave them damn armpits.
Yeah, and apart from my armpits, Stella told me that my back and that my foot I guess I only have one, not feet. Becky Blazing told me that my foot is hairy too. So I'm just gonna go all in.
Well, you might have to invest in some Nair.
Did
That's
she
probably the
ask you
best way
that?
to get.
Yeah.
Because I remember asking you, are your toes hairy too? You got hairy toes, Christy?
Well, Junie, they are, but remember, I only have four.
Right. She's got 4 hairy toes, y'all.
Yeah, I don't have
D-
five. I'm very
She doesn't
different.
have 5. She doesn't have 7. She has 4.
Hmm.
Doesn't
Anthony's
Blazin
like,
have
I'm
a damn
snitching on all my
mustache?
coworkers.
Who's
It
having has
seems
a
like she
mustache? Oh, sorry. What?
Blazin doesn't she have a damn mustache? Because it seems like she had a cam slip one time, and like she
Oh,
had some
brother.
massive 5 o'clock
Oh,
shadow under her
Bill,
nose.
let me show you something funny. I'm gonna send you something
Oh,
on IG.
oh God.
You're gonna
Do I
die,
want to
sir.
see it?
No,
All right.
not at
I
all.
won't
And
be
you
able
know
to look
what?
at it
I didn't
until
either.
later.
I didn't either, but I'm sharing the shit now. I'm
Well,
gonna show
Okay.
you.
Junie's doing that. What happened last night at
Here,
Scotty?
Christy, I'm gonna send it to you too.
Okay. Is that Blazing was up there arguing with Angela, and I was in chat. So I don't remember who sent a link, and I clicked on it, and it was like Blazing's head.
Oh,
And
really? Oh, was it the news article?
yeah. And I wrote in chat, like, did you burn your hair? Like, it's like all burnt out. Because, of course, she was talking shit about me, Junie, and Angela. You were asleep,
Oh.
Junie. You were not even
Of
there.
course I was asleep. She's always talking
Yeah.
about me.
So I wrote, like, hey, hello, like, your hair is like all burnt up. And her response was that I have hairy armpits and hairy foot, not feet. So, like, I want to know if it's the right or the left. Do I need to, like, do I need a
Which
razor?
toes do you have? You know the 2 main toes you need on your foot are your big toe and your little toe.
Okay. Or as Bill said, use Nair or Nair
There,
or
yes.
wax. Like, what do I need?
Nair's more comfortable for your toes and your armpits. Don't use it anywhere else.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, definitely don't use it on your balls. I made that mistake. Holy
well,
shit.
okay,
Yeah,
there
don't do
you
that.
go. Don't use it on your balls or your hoo-ha.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh man, my balls are gonna be so soft, and I don't have to because I used to shave
Your
with
balls were on
a
fucking fire, weren't they?
woo man.
Cat eyes. Yes, yes, cat eyes. I am really proud of myself.
I, I was
They were
I was
chomo.
teabagging a glass of ice water trying to make that shit feel better. It didn't work.
They were Skeeter jeans chomos that didn't have paperwork, that had work visas, and of course they were gonna be fired because they were gonna go to jail, so they were gonna get deported. Sorry.
Well, they
I
were
wouldn't feel
chumos
bad
anyway,
about getting
right? So
chomos deported.
Of course. I
No.
The last one I did, I talked to the wife. It was not live. That was not live. And I talked to the wife on the phone, and the wife didn't know English, so it was in Spanish. And
Why
she
can't I
was
click on
only worried about
that?
where the car was gonna be and how much it was gonna cost to get it out. Not about the husband or like being deported or anything.
She was all like, fuck that guy.
No, no, she was not even mad. She was like, I don't
Like
give
it
a
was normal or something.
where
Ew.
can I book the car?
well, I sometimes like I used to be super critical of people that didn't be like, yeah, fuck that chump, I'm moving him out tonight or whatever. But you got to understand though, like all of a
They're in
sudden,
shock.
and yeah, sometimes if they already suspect or already know that they are, then they're like whatever, you know what I mean. But like people call you up in the middle of a Wednesday afternoon, you don't know who they are,
Yeah.
And sometimes, how many times do they think it's a joke? You know what I mean? And nobody wants to think that their friend or relative is like that. You know, sometimes it
That's
takes a minute to sink in.
and that happened like a month ago, and it's not posted yet because they're going through the process. So it wasn't live when it happened. So I'm just talking about it. But when I have the link, I'll share it.
Is FCC going live tonight?
I don't know.
I think he went live last night, and that's what I started watching this morning until I was on the phone with someone, and they were like, "Nah, bitch, you need to go listen to Mitch's," and I was like, "Really?" That was my reaction, like, "Really?" And she's like, "No, you really, really need to," and I'm like, "Okay." So we stayed on the phone all day,
But wait,
and
hold
it was
on.
good for me.
Mitch was live yesterday?
Yesterday or
Oh
2 days
yeah,
ago, whenever it was,
yeah.
the 11
FCC
hours.
played some of that, and Mitch was fucking. He was spurging. They all
Oh,
Yeah,
were. And
cool.
yeah.
Jeff, of course, got
It was
burned. Like
11
he,
hours and 40 or 20 minutes long. I started at 5 hours and like 30, 35 minutes in. I started when Spurg and Cry went
oh
up on the
fuck
panel.
that, fuck that,
And
man. There's
I would have never got through it if I wasn't like on the phone, like we were like nitpicking and analyzing the entirety of it. And it was just like, wow, like fucking wow. Like you
Well,
think
thank
you're
you.
not going to hear anything else shocking. And then all of a sudden they do it again.
I didn't even know. Thank you for adding me to the call, Junie. I'm kidding. I was working.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, "Well, listen, you are working, other people are dealing with their own stuff, and so I didn't want to dump my stuff on that you know who, and I needed somebody to help me hold
But
space
I
today.
do need a recap. So, not now. You can send it to
It
me.
was so long. Like there's parts I already like Smashly off because I guess someone said in NTFs that they were talking about Smashly, and I don't remember hearing that. But like I said, we were stopping it and talking about it and stopping. I was stopping it and talking about it to her. And so like there was so much. I'm like on info overload because then I went right to NTFs.
Oh my
And
God, Junie, I
and
just
then
thought,
that was like a lot of info. And I was getting actively stoned while that one was happening. So maybe tomorrow when I'm fresh.
yeah.
I
He
just
was
saw what you
FCC was
said.
saying that Mitch put the panel back. He of course he edited out all the
Yes,
parts
he
that
edited the
made
shit
him
out
look
of it.
bad, but
He edited the fuck out
FCC
of it.
FCC showed the parts that he took out.
Oh, did he? Cool.
Hmm.
See, I miss everything. I got pulled from FCCs, and I know FCCs disappear about noon Eastern Standard Time. So I knew I wasn't going to get back to that because I didn't get off the phone until
Oh,
NTF had been live. I don't know, 5, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I went right after Bobby Joe, and I stayed. And Junie didn't tweak or twack or nothing. Junie had a good, calm, normal evening. I don't know how normal that shit was, but at least it is normal to call out the bad shit. Should be.
Oh, I just what's going on, Meth Claus? I don't think I said hello. Sorry if I didn't say hello to somebody, but uh, I've been spacing off and not wanting to interrupt. But it's
You
not because
always
he
have
has a
to
new
interrupt me.
channel. It's because we've been doing not so much me, but private streams to keep the assholes out. But this is the downside to having private streams is sometimes uh, people don't get let in there because we don't know how to get a hold of them. Or I mean that's the downside of having private streams is because sometimes people get left out unintentionally. And
true.
yeah, we'll have to figure out some way of fixing that.
Yeah, that's true, Bill. Very true. I don't like, I think I get invited to the ones that are happening in private, but I don't know. And
Well,
yeah,
I
people
know for
might
me,
forget. People might forget.
Right. I know FCC forgot the other night, which is fine. I was sleeping. Well, no, I wasn't. I stayed up and then I never got the link. And so I went to bed. But I didn't I'm whatever. It happens. And then there was a couple 2 weeks ago when NTF started doing the private lives or whenever it was, time flies. I was like, you know what? Right now, don't even invite me. I don't need to be because I was fresh off that Tommy Boy shit, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need it. I know when I need to take a mental time out, and
Yeah.
and so she didn't invite me, and I wasn't upset. I was bored, but I wasn't upset.
Well,
And now,
not,
I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm fine.
I don't watch very many people anyway. But I do watch FCC when I can.
yeah, he's funny. Like not he, but his streams. I'm sorry, FCC. So Junie, Nanya is playing NTF's.
Oh, from today?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna. I can't believe
No,
nobody's.
no,
Oh,
stay.
I want to listen though. I want to
No,
hear her
no, but
lose her
what do
mind.
you want to listen? Like you're gonna listen to yourself, and that's so
Right, and
cringe.
I want to hear her stop it every 5 seconds and lose her ever loving mind because there's nothing she can do to come back from this. Nothing.
But she
I,
will, and nothing is gonna change. Okay.
I, no, they're still going to be the assholes that they are, but I think more people today were woke up. I think
It
Oh no, this stuff has been out for a long
yeah, I
exactly.
time.
know.
Yeah.
It's
I
been
know, but
out
I
there.
It's
People
can't
have short
believe that I
memories.
was the only person that either didn't hear it or just doesn't remember here. I don't remember it at all.
But
I can't be the only
one
one.
by one, it's gonna take time, and
Right.
people are gonna open their eyes.
Just like you said in chat.
Yeah.
And
It,
we'll embrace the shit out of them. We won't be rotten to you.
yeah,
We'll
whatever.
pat you on the back for thinking for yourself.
Uh-huh. But there's nothing anyone can do. She's just gonna like gaslight and talk over whatever
Well,
anyone.
you also have people that are they're not really at their hearts with them anymore, but they're afraid to not. They're afraid to let the truth. And I talk to these people. This is how I know. Um, they're afraid to say anything publicly or afraid to not come around there anymore because they know that they're going to be doxxed because Nanya knows who they are and
Facts.
they just don't want to deal with it, and I don't blame them.
Yep, that's true also. Yep, very true.
I thought I was getting set up. I thought somebody was trying to set me up again, and the most recent one hit me. I was like, hey, and they actually. It's funny how many people have gone at me, and then all of a sudden apologize because they realize, oh shit, I was being lied to. Um, it's just happened quite a bit, but the most recent one, I'm like, just grow a set of balls and fucking speak up, and they're just not going to because they don't want to get doxxed. And I mean, I get it. It's just aggravating.
But again, like me and Junie have been doxxed, and I think you have also. We're
Oh
still
yeah.
here. What has happened? Why is anyone afraid? Like,
Yeah. I mean, and I've had my moments for sure where I was like, I mean, I had 8 hours worth of moments saying goodbye one time. Um, yeah, but that was actually a
You're
good
right,
stream. It was,
but some of these people actually like not necessarily them, but I don't want to give too much away, but like they'll call their jobs and shit and try to get them fired, and not
oh yeah,
everybody is willing to take that chance.
exactly.
exactly.
Call
Yeah.
my job and get me fired.
Yeah. I'm a little bit in the comfort zone because I don't live in the States.
Right. And I don't have a job, so they can't get me fired.
Uh-huh. That's why it's
And
like,
Mitch tried to tell me, it was so funny. Mitch tried to tell me in a stream a couple weeks ago that Trump was going to take, oh, it was Becky's or it was Urban Disciples, that Trump was going to take my disability away. Well, Mitch, I'm just here to tell you that I got my disability while Trump was in office last time, douchebag. So tell me I'm not disabled. I voted for Trump. Eat it. Sorry, had to.
Control. Be nice, control.
It does control for sure. It does. It was a roller coaster, that stream. We had good moments, bad moments, horrible moments. We talked about real salt and the benefits of real salt, sea salt on your body.
Wait,
And
hold
what's
on, but when you first started, I was up there trying to get you to like talk about something else, and I even
yeah,
talked
you
like
tried, but
about
I was on a
my
mission.
migraine and shit.
Yep. I just was going and going and going. It was like the unenergizer bunny because it was uneventful and horrible. But it was, hey, I did that. I'm not denying it. I'm not sorry that I'm a human being with emotions on the internet. I'm not. Then they made me feel like I should be for a long time. But I allowed that to happen. And, I have to own my part in allowing things to happen. Allowing my opinion, even of myself, to be swayed is ridiculous. So I'm back.
And I do have to say again that why do those people, again, labeling, um, think that if a female has DMs with a male, it has to be like sexual or you want something to do with that?
Yeah.
And like I have, and Bill is right next to me. Bill can tell you, like, we have been DMing, not daily, of course, but like more than 2 years. I have, and I'm just gonna mention him because he's right here. But I have, I don't know, 15 people from YouTube that I do talk on DMs that nothing has been sexual and we get along. Like I can have male friends without being sexual, but I do send Bill some boobies and shit because he pays me.
That's right. Everything this woman just said is true.
Just him.
Yeah, she don't even send me boobies.
I pay
No.
her with dick pics.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. That is the umpteenth time I've said that today. If you could have heard how many times I said, Lord, have mercy during listening to that 5 hours of Nunya bullshit and PHI bullshit and Mitch bullshit. Oh, my Lord. It was so, I mean, like, I'm sorry, Lord, of other, like, you all know I have different beliefs, but still, I don't disbelieve. God is, people neglect to realize that it doesn't matter what religion, God is, like, it's all the same. It's all the same. People need to understand that it's just a different belief system and the same type of belief. And I don't believe, that's all.
Nick.
When those boobies were in the pics you sent, then whose boobies were in the pics you sent me, Christy? Well,
Well, you got my point, people. I don't get why people think that I'm the whore of the community, okay? Per
because
them.
Savvy said we were. Me too, remember?
And I'm like, I wish I was.
Facts.
At this point, like, come on, people, fuck me or whatever. Like,
Because I had a male friend who lived 6,000 miles away, and I wasn't any way, shape, or form talking to in any type of way. Like he liked me, but I wasn't entertaining that shit. It was weird to me, and that's why we ended up not talking anymore because it was weird. And then we all know about young Sack. I don't know. I think my brain was possessed because I don't even know what the fuck that was. But thank God that didn't even get to a level that of no sort of intimacy type shit. Like people are like, oh, you were talking to some. Yeah, I talk to people all the time. Doesn't mean I'm fucking them.
no.
Jesus Christ. I've been on the
you
internet
got-
since Google Chats. Okay. I must be an internet whore, man. That's been a long ass, it's been 25 years, 26 years. Give me a break.
I'm in a little trouble with the general now. She's not getting paid for the booby pics. She was getting paid for her silence, but that's off the table now.
It's
Well,
done.
yeah, because
It's done, General Sea Monkey. And then hold on, like $1 in pesos It's nothing, you know.
That's
So
not true.
shut up. I'm trying to make General Z Monkey happy again.
I'm not getting paid, General, but I'm not sending no booby pics to nobody. So I don't need to get paid.
I'll send them for free.
Wait, what, Nick? What did I say? Oh shit. I already forgot. My brain, I have so much in my head that I'm trying to not think about. So I'm filling it full of this place, and now I'm all typed and fucked up.
Oh my God, you have to back pay now, Bill. I'm sorry.
You gotta dip
I-
into that
Do you want a refund?
401k.
I'll send you my refund, General Seaman Monkey, directly to you.
Oh, fucking yeah, right. Sounds so hot.
I'm having Christy deported now.
You can't. She has citizenship. Sir.
Deported where? Where am I going?
I guess you're coming
Well,
home.
then
to here.
I'll snake her over here and then deport her.
Oh, did you all see that taxpayers are getting a stimulus check from Trump? From the bill, they're talking about it, from the billions of funds that Elon has discovered from USAID, and yeah, taxpayers. They're talking about some sort of like $1,500 kind of give back to the people, like that's gonna make up for all of the hundreds of trillions of dollars that have been taken away from the taxpayers and given to all these, billions, whatever. Saying at that point, billions, trillions. I mean, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I saw an article about it. I don't know how true it is, but that's kind of funny because Trump was very very outspoken about the stimulus payments during COVID.
Yeah, but what he's saying he's going to do is like all the billions of dollars that they're recovering,
Right.
they're going to take 20% of that and give it back to the people that the taxpayers that paid it to begin with.
As they
And
should. I agree.
Some people could get up to $8,000. I don't know. Like I don't know how they're working all that, but it's a thing.
I don't want to kill the moment, but I do have to go to sleep. But thank you
so much in the morning.
Honey.
I love you, Christy.
My throat hurts, and I took my meds, and I do need to go to sleep. It's 10:45, people.
You hung in there, and you don't sound fucked up. So fuck all those people.
I'm gonna be drunk per Nanya and all the haters, and I don't care.
Yeah, but you don't sound it at all. So.
Well, I'm not. I just have
I know you're not.
Throat.
He's not drunk, just pilled out. There's a difference. Hey, Robbie, what's going on?
She's not drunk. She's just got something stuck in her throat, she said.
No.
Big old. No, never mind.
This is the wrong panel for me to say dumb shit like that on.
But anyways, good night. And thank you, Bill and Junie. Love you.
I love you. Good night.
All
Sleep
right.
well.
Thanks for coming up.
I'm out of control today.
Oh, you'll be all right.
It's just I think I said it pretty much on NTS. Tracy called Wednesday, and Graham passed away Tuesday. So it's been a rough couple of days, and I'm just waiting. I think I'll be going home tomorrow, either tomorrow or what's today, Thursday? Tomorrow or Saturday. So I've just been keeping myself preoccupied with things that don't matter,
Who passed away?
So Tracy, the woman who is like literally my surrogate mom, when she kind of took me under her wing, her entire family did. Like I had been birthed from her, like I had been there all 36 years of my life at the time. Actually before that, because I met her in 2011, so I was 30. But she'd been a mom to me, like in every way, shape, or form, more than my own mother could ever muster. So she's that person, and Graham's her mom, and she also like embraced me like I'd always been there. Like she didn't have to do that. Christmas, like I always was there. Like the first couple of years, it was hard for me to be like, thank you and here's your one little gift. Like I know Christmas is about spending time with people, but she's just that kind of woman, and that's why Tracy's the way she is. So she's been suffering from Alzheimer's for the last 3 years. And Tracy had her home for a solid year, and it just got to be too much. And she's been like she went really quick. Like it came on fast. And so in the last 3 years, she just went, and she had some sort of medical event. I haven't heard anything else about it since some sort of major medical event Tuesday night. And they called mom, and mom was able to get there because it's only right down the road. And she took 3 deep last agonal breaths. But I think she was just waiting. And because when she sees Tracy, she thinks it's her mother now. And that's all she's
right.
ever, like, that's all she talks about is wanting to see her mom. So, she's in a better place. She's now with her mom. And she, Tracy was there. She heard Tracy, and I mean, Tracy sounded okay. And I'm just not letting it get me until after everything's over and I come home, and then I'll deal with it, because it's
Yeah.
just me. That's just me. I want to be strong for them. Even though she wasn't my biological family, she was my family.
Well, still, I mean,
Yeah. And
love is love. You know what I mean? Being close is
yeah.
being close.
And I'm super duper fortunate to have them. And so it's rough. We've had a lot of loss. First we lost her husband, and then Pop's father passed months later, maybe almost a year later. I don't know. And then Pop's mom passed last Christmas, and then Tracy's stepmom passed sometime in this last year, and now Gran. It's just been a lot of loss. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a lot. But I've like I said earlier, there's been quite a few people from this place that, like, day ones, that have been there and held space and talked. And so I've been getting through it just fine, thanks to, NTF and Zippy. And I just have some Christy and Angela, Nick. I went on Nick's this morning to keep occupied, and that was a good time. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm bothering you to keep my mind occupied.
Oh, you ain't bothering
Harass
nobody.
you all. Thank you, FCC. I appreciate that. Are you going live, dude? So I can stop harassing Bill. I won't come up on your panel. No, I don't know. I can't promise you that I won't hit a link if you put it in the chat. So I'm just letting you know now. NTF is good people. And, it took some people a long time to see that, but not me. I've always seen that in her. She'll tell you that. I used to give her shit on her streams, behind her streams. Like, don't let people hurt your feelings. And, me who used to let people hurt my feelings. Don't let people hurt your feelings, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. But I got there eventually. It only took me 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. Jesus. 2022 feels like so long ago. It's like we're in this little village where time is like goes by twice as fast. Yeah, you are, Ninja.
I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of anybody anymore.
The only people I've been watching, Bill, like I watch yours, and I don't always chat. And this is how, like, even NTF knows, like, sometimes I won't chat, but I'll be there. And so you, NTF, if Angela does a stream, I'll pop in and say hi. I don't stick around anywhere for a whole stream, except for today. Like, I'm in and out. You can get me on, if you have me on IG, which I'm not private, so it's not hard to find. I'll talk to you there, or if you have my phone number, you have my phone number. We text. Like, I have enough people from this place that I'm perfectly content with my friend group, and you know, I'm not taking any more applications. Spent. So you gotta weed through the shit to get to the truffles. It's how it's just how this place works, I think.
Well,
Tommy's
human beings are basically all rotten. It's best to not trust any of them.
I haven't trusted humans in a long time. I give humans the benefit of the doubt without trust, and I still allow myself to get hurt. So I know better in my head, but I do it anyway. So self-awareness. That's why, I just don't do certain things. I'm the best person here, Meth Claus. Tommy's food stamps bought a lot of booze over the last 20 years. Oh, you can't. Yes, you are, Anthony Cruz. Most of the time, sir. But hey, we all have our moments.
Oh yeah, there's a whole underground economy for food stamps.
Oh, I know.
You buy me some nice heavy. I mean, I don't do this personally, but you know,
But people
there are
do.
plenty of people. If you buy some nice ribeye steaks, and they will trade you for a bottle of booze.
A bottle of booze, bag of drugs. You get the right person. Yep.
Yeah,
I don't do it. I don't get food stamps, so I can't. But I wouldn't. Yeah, no. Tommy bought a lot of drugs. No, that would be Donosh. His food stamps probably did pay for food for his family because he spent donos on the booze, the rock. Is it rock stars that he drinks? And camels. Camel
Something
Crush.
like that. Yeah. Don't forget the White
Weird
Claws.
that I know that. I just pay enough attention, like just enough attention to hear what people say. Exactly, Mr. Evans. I agree. And like Bill said, I think people are slowly, one by one, it is healing. I think this place is healing itself. And I do think there was a point in time where most of us didn't think that was possible. It's not going to be the same. Nothing's ever the same. Evolution, you evolve and things change. But I think there's more people here for the good now than for the bad. That's how I don't know. That's how I see it. At least at this point in time. Who knows?
Again, I'm going to have to disagree because it used to be fairly
drama
common
sells.
to have more than 200 people in a live stream, but you don't see even close to those numbers anymore. And
That's
it's because
true.
people are fed up with the bullshit and they just don't want to watch. And I don't blame them.
Yeah,
They just don't want anything to do with it.
Right. And like I said earlier too, it's not the same where it's not that warm environment it used to be either, because and I'll include myself, somebody's always complaining about something or someone, and then we get off the path of what we're supposed to be doing, and I'm guilty of it. I've done it. I'm just, it also sucks too because a lot of catching is not done on YouTube anymore because YouTube sucks. And people don't drop links like they used to in chats. Like, oh, hey, so-and-so's live. Okay, let's go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead over there and trash this motherfucker. And then we all come back to Bill's, or we all come back to Locksmiths. I'm just trying not to say the other guy's name. But, we would have fun and fuck those shomos, and we were like united to a degree. Yeah, there's going to be division. Not everybody is meant to get along.
Sure.
That's not normal. Life would be so boring if everybody got along. It's nice. So nice.
But the panels used to be a lot more fun. We had more actual fun. Now it's just, and I'm included in it too, it's just bitching about,
what's been going on.
The other side doxing whoever and blah, blah, blah. And it seems like, there's a whole group of people that like have records of abusing their families or sexually abusing children or just being sus as fuck, and they're all lumped up together over there and they accept it.
Yep.
don't get it.
And then that, like, I always think, like, if that and isn't enough for people to, like, are y'all people dumb, deaf, and blind? Because, I mean, you literally got to be to not hear or see this shit going on.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not
I
right.
do agree with one aspect on it is like we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
Kanye only has like 5 or 6 people actually chatting in there, you know.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's people that didn't used to get it are starting to get it to a degree, but yeah, it's never going to be the same. Although we're trying, but we're just doing it in a way that doesn't include them. And in the process, we inadvertently leave out some cool people.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'm just like, I don't know. After the whole TBS and that whole debacle bullshit and the argument and not the last one, but the one before that, um, I dipped for like a good month. I only chatted with people and like in IG and stuff, and I just got back to like doing more of my normal everyday to day things and getting back into a routine. So normally I'm sleeping by now, or I'm about to fall asleep watching whatever. Um, and I miss a lot at night. I think it's funny. They used to trash us for going live in the middle of the night, and now it's them. I mean, we're live too, but like she'll go till 3, 4 in the morning.
12 hours at a time, like I can't. This is something else that boggles my mind.
I
Is
think the
that
longest I've
this
ever been
is?
on a panel is 10 hours, I think, but I'm not sure.
I went 8 one time, but that was just because we had like people kept coming up. We were having a really good conversation.
Yeah, and it's worth it, and time flies.
But they do it for 12 hours at a time just to drag. I can't imagine
To
being
be
that fucking
rotten.
miserable.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you
like
gotta be.
this is the main part of their life, and I just think that's pathetic.
I couldn't imagine waking up every day with my mission and my excitement being about let's hurt some folks. Like, I couldn't ever. I've never been that person ever. Have I been mad and angry at some of the motherfuckers in this place and done some things I'm not proud of? For sure. For sure. I let people here get me out of pocket that I would normally not let anyone in my real life get me that far out of pocket. But I know I did it. I'm not denying it. I'm not lying about it. I'm not putting it on anybody else. I mean, I think there's some fake fucking people around here. And I think there's
Oh, for
some people
sure. Yeah.
that claim they're on their own little island and then get swept up in whatever because they get offended. And then it's like, oh, I thought you were, Switzerland. And oh, you're not. So nobody's really neutral. Everybody's got opinions. Like, if you don't,
Yeah.
then what's wrong with you?
Everybody's. There's a difference though between having an opinion and actually taking a side.
True. Very true. And I've never chosen a side other than I just follow, like, it's like a wave for me. I go with the wave wherever my friends are. Like, I stick with the people I know are good to me, period. And I've done that since I came in this community. Thank God. Have I gotten into it with people that aren't necessarily good to me? Yes, I have. I'm not, like, I think was it your panel, or I don't know if it was yours or Ed's, when Jilly called me out for doxing her last name. And she came right up, and the first thing she said, oh, I bet you won't admit to what you did. You're a coward, you cunt. And I was like, I'm not a coward. Yes, I doxed your last name. Now what? Like, it wasn't the right thing to do, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend I didn't do it. Did I type it one time in chat? Yes. Is your last name a very common word in the everyday language that could accidentally have typed a plural letter after it and made it? Yeah, no. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I did what I did, and I'm not proud of it. And I know she knows that. I feel that way, and I'm not here to make Jilly my buddy, because she's done a lot of shitty things to me. And I let them get to me to a point where I was like, here I go. And from there, it was all downhill until I started just seeing like, this isn't worth it. It's not, why am I allowing myself to get caught up in the crud? And I'm still gonna, like, I know that I can sit here and say, I don't want to, I definitely don't want to, but I'm sure I will at some point in time. Somebody's gonna piss me off.
Well, I mean, something else that doesn't help is when, and I finally told people, look, unless it's something really important, I don't need to know every time somebody has my name in their mouth. I don't care, you know. And so, sometimes people do it because they really do have your back, but sometimes they do it just to stir the pot, whether intentionally or they just don't realize that that's what they're really all about. They don't really care about you, even though they claim to be your friend, but they really just they want to keep the shit going however they can because they've got nothing else.
Yeah. I was talking to a couple of people behind the scenes while I was on the panel, like, just like, you know, not like I was just not, I don't know what something's clicked in my head, at least for right now. Maybe it's processing other things that are happening, but I'm just not feeling triggered by anything right now. Anything. Like I'm in that numb, I just lost somebody stage, you know? So I'm pretending it's not existing, and I'm hopping on panels and pretending I'm fine because I'm really good at faking it till I make it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that works sometimes, though. And sometimes it just takes a little while for shit to kick in, you know?
Yeah. Yep. And it will. I mean, I haven't seen Mom yet. And the second I see her and the second I see her cry, I'm going to be like, okay, keep it together, please. So.
Yeah.
I have a warrant for being super annoying. That's not nice. See, I tell NTF to be nice to herself, and she pretty much is now. I'm still not nice to myself. All right, let me look. Well, I think I'm gonna jump down and get a snack and maybe try to wind down so I can get up at a somewhat decent hour and try to get a hold of Mom and see where things are at. I didn't want to bug her tonight. I knew that they went today, and if she called, she called. If she didn't, I'd hear about it. You know, it is, ugh. It sucks. The only in this weird community, Christy. Actually, half Australian, half Welsh. But thank you for having me up, letting me, I almost said spurg. I really didn't. I've just been chatting with everybody, or chatting at everybody. I don't know. But I appreciate you, sir.
Right on. Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, take care. Bye, everyone.
All right, later. Oh, fuck. All right. Anybody else want to come up? I'm just, I don't know. Not feeling it today, but I'll keep faking it. Pull up Tommy Fellows. Yeah, right. I think he's been up here a couple of times, and I think he ended up rage quitting every time. He always thinks he has these gotcha moments, and then is pretty quickly proven wrong. But I'll let him. I still want to ask him when that conversation was we had when he said that he told me that if I didn't take my last channel down, that he was going to expose me. I really want to know when that conversation happened because I got no memory of it. I also want to ask him, like, he took credit for having my channel taken down, but My channel got taken down by a porn bomb, so I wonder why he thinks it's okay to force people to look at something like that in a community of survivors, as they say. I bet he doesn't have an answer. You are collecting seashells with Jilly in a trans special forces outfit. Okay, so like as an outfit, do you mean like a unit or like you guys are wearing the same clothes? Because you really need to specify. Yeah, I know it was clown, but um, about 8 or 9 people have taken credit for having my channel taken down. So I don't know. I just want to ask them why they think it's okay to force people to look at porn. You're wearing a bra on your face. Hey, the best time to wear a bra on your face is when there's boobies still in them. I'm just saying. That's right. Tits are the best. Oh, as am I, probation officer. All right, y'all. I'm just not feeling it. So I think I'm gonna get off of here, and I just might go get fucked up. Probably help. All right, y'all. Stay weird.